Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So this is lecture 10 in English Language 101. In this lecture, we're gonna discuss Unit 10, communication. Communication means to communicate with other people, guys. So التواصل. So in this lecture, we're gonna tackle the following items. Here, and we have vocabulary. So in the vocab section, we have some vocab related to internal communication. And in the listening part, we have the networking online. In the language focus, the grammar section, we have talking about future plans. So we're gonna discuss the future. So the future with will, the future with the present continuous, and the future with going to. In the reading section, we have communication technology at work. We have a reading passage about that. And in language focus two, we have well, okay. So the grammar of this unit uh, will be something related to future. هناخد حاجات على المستقبل. المستقبل ممكن نستخدم مع will yeah, going to or the present continuous, okay? In the skills, we have making arrangements, and in the case study, we have something about play clock engineering. So let's start. Here we have in the warm-up or the starting up, how do you communicate? How do you communicate? انت ازاي بتتواصل, okay? ايه طرق التواصل بتاعتك مع الناس? So do this quiz, then compare your answers with a partner, okay? So here we have like 9 questions على ازاي انت بتتواصل مع الناس. How do you communicate with other people? How do you communicate generally? So number one, how many mobile phones do you have? Okay, so none, one, two, or more, so you can choose of this. Cam cell phone do you have? How many cell phones do you have? Okay. Number two, how long do you spend online each day? طيب قد ايه وقت انت يعني تقضيه كل يوم اونلاين, مثلا مستخدم الفونز او الانترنت or and so on. So less than 2 hours, أقل من ساعتين, between 2 and 4 hours, بين ساعتين ل4 ساعات, or more than 4 hours, ولا أكثر من 4 ساعات. Okay, so guys, يعني you can pause the video and answer these questions, okay, according to you, يعني على حسب أنت بتعمل إيه, okay. Number three here, how many emails or texts, SMS messages do you send each day? كم الايميلز او الرسائل النصية اللي انت بترسلها كل يوم. How many do you receive also? How many do you receive? وقد ايه يعني كم عدد الرسائل او الايميلز اللي انت بتستقبلها every day. So fewer than 10, اقل من 10, between 10 and 25, or more than 25. Number four, when was the last time you sent an email, sent an SMS message, sent a fax, wrote a letter, okay, on a paper, okay, so letter like اللي هو الخطاب يعني. Number five, how often do you check your work emails when you are on holiday? انت عشان لو انت في اجازة, انت قد ايه امتى يعني بتعمل تشيكن للايميلز او هل كل يوم, every day, every few days, or never? Number six, how often do you use Skype or conference calling? طب برنامج سكايب او الكونفرنس كول تستخدمه every day ولا once a week, more than once a week, or never, ما بتستخدمهوش نهائي. Number seven, how many people do you speak to face each day when you are working or studying? Fewer than 5, between 5 and 10, more than 10. And number eight, how important are gestures? Gestures, okay? Gestures like hand movements, like facial expression, like something like that. for you when communicating. Okay, not important, quite important, very important. gestures. اوكي، هي بتكون هل مهمة جدا بالنسبة لك ولا مش مهمة خالص، ولا يعني لحد ما مهم. And last question here, when you communicate, do you prefer to لما بتتواصل كده، هل انت بتفضل meet people face to face، انك تقابل الناس وجها لوجه كده، ولا speak on the phone تكلمهم في الفون، send emails ترسل لهم emails، ولا send SMS messages رسائل نصية. So guys, again انت هتجاوب ال questions دي بناء على الحاجات اللي انت بتعملها. Okay. Let's move to the vocab section, guys. Internal communication. Internal communication. Communication احنا قلنا بمعنى التواصل. And internal اللي هو الداخلي. تواصل داخلي. تواصل داخلي ده for example بيكون in a company, in an organization. Okay. فالتواصل الداخلي بين الناس في العمل في شركة معينة، في هيئة أو مؤسسة معينة. So how do companies communicate with employees؟ إزاي الشركات بتتواصل مع الموظفين بتوعها؟ What methods can you think of؟ إيه الطرق اللي أنت ممكن تفكر فيها؟ So now again you can pause the video again and think about methods of communication in a company for example. ازاي مثلا الموظفين بيتواصلوا مع بعض في الشركة، المديرين والعمال كلهم بيتواصلوا ازاي. what is or what are the ways of communication in a specific company for example. So pause the video and think about that. Let's move to this exercise. Complete the text below using the words from the box. Okay, here we have company, intranet, electronic, face-to-face, print, and workplace. Okay, company, intranet. Intranet, guys, mean what does it mean? You know, intranet. So we have internet and intranet. انترنت اللي هو خلاص الشبكة العالمية بتاعت الانترنت. اوكي، في حول العالم كلها. but intranet دي شبكة بتكون داخلية، شبكة داخلية داخل شركة، داخل مؤسسة معينة. اوكي، so بيتواصل بيها زملاء العمل في الشركة، بتكون مخصوص للناس اللي في شركة معينة أو في مؤسسة أو منظمة and so on. So intra بمعنى داخلي. اوكي، intranet داخلية. electronic إلكتروني، face to face وجها لوجه، print يطبع أو مطبوع، workplace ده مكان العمل. So these days هذه الأيام companies are spending more time and money on improving internal communication. الشركات بتنفق العديد more time من الوقت and money، يبقى الوقت والفلوس، في تحسين on improving internal communication، في تحسين التواصل الداخلي. This is the communication which takes place. ده التواصل takes place means happen اللي بيحدث inside an organization داخل منظمة. Communication will be downwards. التواصل ممكن يكون downwards بمعنى من الأعلى للأسفل. خلاص، حاجة downwards كده تنازلي. So يعني from managers اللي هو الأعلى to junior staff، واللي هم الناس اللي لسه شغالين حديثا كده junior staff، يبقى كده تنازلي من الأعلى من المديرين لحد الموظفين الأقل. or upwards اللي هو من الجونيور ستاف او من الستاف للمانجر. ومن تصاعدي بقى من الموظف اللي هو الصغير كده في الرانك في الدرجه للمديرين بتوعه and so on. and across ده بيكون between staff اللي هو زملاء العمل المتساويين في الرتبه في الشركه مثلا. as well as between individuals and groups of people. كما يعني بيكون between individuals الأفراد و groups of people ومجموعة الناس يعني. There are various channels. Various بمعنى عديد العديد. Okay, channels. This is a way of communication. اللي هو طرق للتواصل. يبقى في طرق تواصل عديدة which can be used. ممكن تستخدم. These can be divided into 5 main areas. الطرق التواصل دي ممكن تقسم إلى 5 مناطق رئيسية. So number 1, okay, paper-based communication. paper-based communication تواصل بيكون معتمد على البيبر، حاجة مطبوعة. So guys, complete these gaps. هتملوا الفراغات دي مستخدمين الكلمات اللي هو في البوكس دي، اللي هو company intranet, electronic, face to face, print, workplace. Okay. Well, so طيب number 1. Okay, so now you can pause the video, guys, and complete it. Then check the answers with me. Well, paper-based communication حاجة بتكون مطبوعة. So I will take like, print. Okay, so print communication. Print communication. Well, so print means مطبوع. Print, حاجة على ورق مطبوعة. Communication بيكون مطبوع. So this is the print communication. Well, so something like magazines, okay, newspapers, newsletters, okay, letters, notes, and messages, okay. Well, newsletters الرسائل الإخبارية يعني. Then number 2, direct contact with other people. في direct contact تواصل كده مباشر. Okay, like one-to-one meetings, اجتماع one-to-one, team meetings, اجتماع مع مجموعة كده مع الفريق, forums اللي هو المنتدى, conferences اللي هي المؤتمرات, and briefings اللي هي اجتماعات إعلامية أو اجتماعات. Okay, so this is print ولا workplace ولا face to face ولا electronic ولا company intranet. أكيد ما بيكونش electronic عشان الكلام ده بنقول direct, so it's face to face, وجها لوجه. Number 3, physical objects. We have physical objects in the working environment or workspace. Notes, boards, في boards, science. Okay, so this is workplace. Workplace. مكان العمل. Number 4, communication using computers, phones, televisions. الحاجات دي كلها electronic اهي. DVD, email, voicemail, SMS messages, electronic newsletters, conference calls. Okay, يبقى الحاجات دي كلها electronic. So we have the electronic communication. And number 5, using social media to create an internal community. بستخدم السوشيال ميديا عشان أعمل internal community. Okay, يبقى مجتمع داخلي. Posting profiles, writing blogs, blogs اللي هو المدونة. Okay. A wiki اللي هي ويكيبيديا, starting discussion forums, منتدى للمناقشة أو النقاش, etc. وحاجات كتير تانية. Many leaders write internal blogs. Employees may join chat rooms, في chat rooms, forums, or message boards to post ideas. Post بمعنى إن أنا أنشر أعمل like when you post on Facebook, guys, post ideas and comments, or upload. upload like when you upload a file وعكسها download. يبقى في تنزيل. download بنزل بحمل الفايل. أما upload أنا برفع الفايل. Okay, يبقى upload images and discuss with other employees around the world. They may also be able to download information from the intranet. intranet اللي هي بتكون الشبكة الداخلية اللي موجودة في شركة معينة أو organization معينة. So this هتكون إيه؟ الكومباني انترانت. يبقى الوصف ده بيوصف الكومباني انترانت اللي هو النت أو الشبكة الداخلية اللي بتكون لشركة معينة. Well, improvements in communication lead to better informed, happier, and more motivated employees who will become more loyal يعني مخلصين to their company. Now move to exercise C. Match each of the words in red in exercise B to one of these definitions. Back to exercise B, guys. شايفين الكلمات اللي هي موجودة in red باللون الأحمر هنا like channels. we have channels, forums, briefings. okay, we have blogs, wikis, post, upload and download. الكلمات اللي دي اللي هي زي upload و download و post و blog and so on. okay, عندنا هنا here. okay, هنmatch each of the word to one of these definitions. يعني أول حاجة مثلا قال لي move information from a network to a PC. move أنا بنقل information معلومات من network للبي سي، يعني حاجة كده على الإنترنت وبنزلها على الكمبيوتر بتاعي. يبقى أنا كده بعمل إيه؟ ها، من الحاجات الكلمات اللي كانت باللون الأحمر اللي فاتت دي هنلاقي كلمة مثلا download. okay, so it's download. Number two, web page written by an individual. web page written by an individual. okay, individual احنا بنقول يعني فرد واحد شخص. okay, so دي بتكون ايه؟ لما اعمل انا مدونة لنفسي بنسميها البلوج. okay, so it's a blog. Number three, put information from a PC onto a network. Again, information from a PC onto a network. يبقى أنا برفع يعني معلومة أو فولدر معين أو حاجة عندي من الكمبيوتر بتاعي برفعها على الإنترنت. سو أنا بعمل كده إيه؟ post أو upload. post or upload. Number four, methods of communication. methods of communication. لو احنا رجعنا للنص هنلاقي اللي هي channels. knowledge sharing site. knowledge sharing site موقع كده بيكون فيه معلومات متشيرة متبادلة. كويس. so it's wiki. wiki like Wikipedia. chances for people to discuss subjects. chances for people فرص للناس to discuss subjects is forums. المنتدى ممكن ايه ندخل على المنتدى نناقش موضوعات معينة. it's forums. And number seven, guys, meetings where information or instructions are given. meetings where information or instructions are given. okay, في يعني اجتماعات لما يكون المعلومات والinstructions التعليمات بتعطى فيه. so it's briefings. briefings هو اجتماعات أو اجتماعات إعلامية. so guys, take care of these words. okay, but we have download, blog, post, upload, channels, wiki, forums, and briefings. Okay, guys, here in the listening part, we have networking online, حاجات online. So in pairs, guys, you can discuss which of these social networking sites you use and why you use them. طيب لو انت مش يعني بتشوف الفيديو لوحدك, so يعني discuss with yourself this matter. So which of these social networking sites أي من المواقع اللي هي الاجتماعية دي you use انت بتستخدم ايه and why you use them. يعني عندنا like Facebook وتويتر ولينكدين وماي سبيس and so on وميكسي and so on. so which of these do you use؟ انت بتستخدم ايه من المواقع دي and why وليه بتستخدم هذه المواقع. well, so يعني you can post the video, speak with يعني like with yourself كده على الحاجات دي in English. okay, and ايه المواقع اللي بتستخدمها and why you use them. In exercise B, guys, we have a listening audio. So listen to the first part of an interview with boss Pumare, a management consultant. Okay, احنا قلنا مستشار إداري. Which of the social networking sites in exercise A does she use؟ يبقى نسمع كده الأوديو ده وعايزين نعرف أي من المواقع الاجتماعية اللي كان في exercise A اللي هي دي فيسبوك وتويتر ولينكدين وماي سبيس ميكسي and so on. اوكي، ايه المواقع اللي هي بتستخدمها بقى؟ فهنسمع الفيديو. اوكي and then so listen to the video ونشوف اي من المواقع الاجتماعية دي هي بتستخدمها. so listen guys. Go ahead.
Unit 10, Communication, Track 27.
Do you use social networking sites?
I use LinkedIn, which is a professional networking site, and I'm connected to just over 100 people that way. I know some people who are connected to more than 500 people in that way. I also use a couple of specialist professional networking sites for knowledge sharing and for sharing expertise about some very specialist topics.
Okay, so according to the audio, she uses what, guys? تستخدم LinkedIn and specialist networking sites. بتستخدم LinkedIn، شايفاه انه موقع بروفيشنال، موقع احترافي، و in fact this is a very good website or يعني site. اوكي، طبعا الناس اللي بتشتغل وبتهتم بشغلها بيكون LinkedIn is very important يعني بالنسبة لهم. and specialist networking sites. اوكي، وحاجات مواقع كده متخصصة يعني. اوكي، specialist networking sites اللي هو specialist المتخصص، مواقع يعني في للناس المتخصصين and so on. In exercise C, guys, listen to the second part of the interview. دلوقتي هنسمع الجزء الثاني من الريفيو. Which two advantages and one disadvantages of social networking does Ross mention? Which two advantages؟ يبقى عندنا في ميزتين مميزات. اوكي، عندنا اتنين ميزتين and one disadvantage وعيب. يبقى في two advantages and one disadvantage. Again, which two advantages and one disadvantage. يبقى في two advantages and one disadvantage هتقول عليهم does Ross mention، هتكون she mentioned، ذكرتهم في الأوديو. So listen and يعني mention that or answer this question.
Unit 10, Communication, Track 28.
What are the business advantages and disadvantages of social networking?
The main advantage for me, I think, has been being able to keep in touch with many more people in my professional field than I otherwise would be able to. I think also there have been times when I have made contact with people who are interested in the work that I do. The disadvantage can be that other people make contact with me who are trying to sell me something that perhaps I'm not interested in.
Okay, so we're gonna listen again and I will show you the answer while listening, guys.
Unit 10, Communication, Track 28.
What are the business advantages and disadvantages of social networking?
The main advantage for me, I think, has been being able to keep in touch with many more people in my professional field than I otherwise would be able to. I think also there have been times when I have made contact with people who are interested in the work that I do. The disadvantage can be that other people make contact with me who are trying to sell me something that perhaps I'm not interested in.
Okay, so this is the first one, advantages. So keeping in touch with many people in her professional field. بتكون يعني keep in touch، بيفضل على تواصل يعني مع العديد من الناس اللي هي في المجال المهني بتاعها. and ده number one. طب ايه الميزة التانية؟ making contact with people who are interested in her work. برضه بتفضل يعني على تواصل مع الناس اللي بيكونوا مهتمين بالعمل بتاعها. اوكي، طيب the disadvantage, people contacting her to sell things she isn't interested in. بيتواصلوا معاها عشان يبيعوا لها أشياء هي مش مهتمة بيها أو مش عايزاها مش بتحبها. Okay. Let's move to the third part. So listen to the third part of the interview. Who is the best communicator that Ross knows? هنسمع دلوقتي للجزء الثالث من الريفيو. عايزين نعرف مين أفضل communicator يعني متواصل، حد بيتواصل that Ross knows اللي هي بتعرفه روس. Okay, so listen and answer this question.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 29.
Who is the best communicator you know?
The best communicator, I think, is my ex-boss from about 15 years ago.
And why was he good at communicating?
He always had a real passion for his subject. Whatever he was talking about, he was enthusiastic. He made sure that he knew his subject very well. And the one thing that made a big difference, I think, is that when he spoke to an audience, he made that audience feel as if they were very important.
Okay, so yeah, this is, if you listen again, you will see that.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 29.
Who is the best communicator you know?
The best communicator, I think, is my ex-boss from about 15 years ago.
Yeah, so it's her ex-boss from 15 years ago. Ex-boss يعني المدير السابق بتاعها، هو اللي كان لو من 15 سنة عدت هو كان أفضل متواصل يعني بالنسبة لها the best communicator. Okay, so her ex-boss from 15 years ago. Let's move to the last part. So listen again and complete this text. So we're gonna listen again to the last audio, the previous audio, and complete this text. Listen and complete the missing part.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 29.
Who is the best communicator you know?
The best communicator, I think, is my ex-boss from about 15 years ago.
And why was he good at communicating?
He always had a real passion for his subject. Whatever he was talking about, he was enthusiastic. He made sure that he knew his subject very well. And the one thing that made a big difference, I think, is that when he spoke to an audience, he made that audience feel as if they were very important.
Okay, so I'll show you the answer while listening, guys.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 29.
Who is the best communicator you know?
The best communicator, I think, is my ex-boss from about 15 years ago.
And why was he good at communicating?
He always had a real passion for his subject. Whatever he was talking about, he was enthusiastic. He made sure that he knew his subject very well. And the one thing that made a big difference, I think, is that when he spoke to an audience, he made that audience feel as if they were very important.
Okay, so number one, passion. Passion بمعنى الشغف. Okay, he had a real passion for his subject. هو عنده شغف كبير، شغف حقيقي للسبجكت بتاعه، تخصص أو المادة أو الموضوع. Okay, enthusiastic also يعني متحمس. enthusiasm الحماس. enthusiastic the adjective بمعنى متحمس. He made sure that he knew his subject very well الموضوع بتاعه أو التخصص and so on. Made a big difference عمل فرق كبير أو اختلاف عمل اختلاف كبير. So difference means اختلاف. That's when he spoke speak يتحدث and spoke الماضي من speak. So spoke تحدث to an audience للجمهور. He made that audience feel as if they were very important. بيخلي الأودينس يشعروا بأنهم هم مهمين جدا. very important مهم. Well, yes, this is the final part. Okay, so listen to the final part of the interview. Make a note of whatever Ross likes, doesn't like, okay, or doesn't mention these forms of communication. So, هنسمع كده listen to the final part. هنسمع الجزء الأخير من الانترفيو. Make a note. هنشوف كده notes. Okay, هنحط يعني كل الحاجات دي عندنا 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, make a note of whether Ross likes. لو مثلا عندنا letters و face to face الخطابات face to face وجها لوجه الإيميلات handwritten notes اللي هي الملحوظات المكتوبة بخط اليد. Okay. corporate newsletter اللي هي بنقول عليها الرسائل الإخبارية. الماجازينز الفون كولز. اوكي الحاجات دي كلها ايه اللي هي روس يعني لما نسمع نشوف روس ايه اللي هي الاشياء اللي شي لايكس اللي بتحبها. هل بتحب الليترز فيس تو فيس ولا لا؟ يبقى لو هي بتحب مثلا او هي she likes the letters so we're gonna put L. طيب if she doesn't like هنقول NL. هنحط NL. لو هي مثلا مش بتحب الفيس تو فيس communication so we're gonna put here NL. so doesn't like. طيب لو مثلا حاجة زي ايميل او هي handwritten notes او anything هي doesn't mention ما قالتش في الاوديو بتاعها ان هي بتحب الشيء ده او لا فهنكتب NM اللي هي not mention. اوكي يبقى هنا like L not like NL not mention NM. Okay, so listen and do this exercise.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 30.
Which ways of business communication do you like or not like?
Face-to-face communication is, I think, the best for getting information across and for getting things done in business. I also like email and other forms of electronic communication. They are good for making many more people aware of what is going on. The thing I dislike the most is the corporate newsletter or company magazine. The corporate magazine is always one way. It's about the message the company wants to get across and is often not that interesting for an employee.
Okay, so letters NM, so not mentioned. Okay, face to face L, so she likes face to face communication. Emails like handwritten NM, not mentioned. Corporate newsletter NL, so not like. Corporate magazine NL, not like. Telephone calls NM, so not mentioned. Okay. Now guys, this is the احنا كده سمعنا like first part, second part and third part of the interview I think so, or final part. سمعناهم كده audios. Now you're gonna watch them as usual guys. Okay, so احنا قبل كده عملناهم audios والمرة دي كده just watch the audio. مش هنعمل حاجة، ما فيش exercise, just watch the video. Sorry, just watch the video guys. Okay, اللي هي الحاجات اللي احنا لسه سمعناها من شوية اللي هو ال first part of the interview وال second part وال third part وال final part and so on هيكونوا متجمعين في الفيديو ده. So watch and enjoy watching guys.
Do you use social networking sites?
I use LinkedIn, which is a professional networking site, and I'm connected to just over 100 people that way. I know some people who are connected to more than 500 people in that way. I also use a couple of specialist professional networking sites for knowledge sharing and for sharing expertise about some very specialist topics.
What are the business advantages and disadvantages of social networking?
The main advantage for me, I think, has been being able to keep in touch with many more people in my professional field than I otherwise would be able to. I think also there have been times when I have made contact with people who are interested in the work that I do. The disadvantage can be that other people make contact with me who are trying to sell me something that perhaps I'm not interested in.
Who is the best communicator you know?
The best communicator, I think, is my ex-boss from about 15 years ago.
And why was he good at communicating?
He always had a real passion for his subject. Whatever he was talking about, he was enthusiastic. He made sure that he knew his subject very well. And the one thing that made a big difference, I think, is that when he spoke to an audience, he made that audience feel as if they were very important.
Which ways of business communication do you like or not like?
Face-to-face communication is, I think, the best for getting information across and for getting things done in business. I also like email and other forms of electronic communication. They are good for making many more people aware of what is going on. The thing I dislike the most is the corporate newsletter or company magazine. The corporate magazine is always one way. It's about the message the company wants to get across and is often not that interesting for an employee.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. So let's move to the next
Do you-
slide. And this slide about grammar, guys. Talking about future plans. Future plans. Future plans اللي هي الخطط المستقبلية. So we're gonna talk about future. The future, okay? زمن المستقبل. So we often use the present continuous to talk about arrangements that are fixed. Guys, in the future اللي هو احنا دايما اكتر حاجة معروفة بينا او مشهورة اللي هي will plus the infinitive. Like when I say I will travel tomorrow. I will travel. Okay? I will open the door. I will talk to you. Anything. So will plus the infinitive. دي من الاستخدامات أو الحاجات اللي بنستخدمها للتعبير على المستقبل. Also we have other tenses, okay, بنستخدمهم في المستقبل, okay, like the present continuous و going to. هو البريزنت continuous we explained this tense last lecture اللي هو احنا شرحناه في المحاضرة اللي فاتت, okay. قلنا حاجة بتحصل الآن زي مثلا أقول I'm talking to you now. Look, the children or the children are playing football. So something that's happening at this moment. لكن أنا ممكن أستخدم ال present continuous ولا المضارع المستمر ده علشان يعبر عن حاجة بتحصل أو هتحصل في المستقبل. طب إمتى؟ لكن بشرط اللي هو إيه؟ we have arrangements that are fixed. في ترتيبات معينة حصلت. يعني لو أنا مثلا أقول لك I'm traveling to London next week. I'm traveling to London next week. أنا هسافر لندن next week. طيب في الحالة دي أنا ممكن أستخدم present continuous المضارع المستمر عشان أقول حاجة هتحصل في المستقبل، لكن عندي arrangements حصلت. إيه ال arrangements؟ مثلا إن أنا مثلا حجزت التذكرة، عملت الفيزا بتاعتي، ظبطت يعني كل شيء مثلا عندي. so في arrangements، في ترتيبات معينة أنا عملتها. so in this case I can use the present continuous tense to talk about future, to talk about something that will happen in the future. يبقى أنا عندي حاجة fixed. Another example، أوكي، أقول لك مثلا I am meeting John tomorrow. هقابل جون tomorrow. so ايه الترتيبات اللي ممكن تكون حصلت في arrangements in this case؟ يبقى مثلا اتصلت بيه، خدت معاه ميعاد، ظبطنا الميعاد، ظبطنا المكان هنتقابل فيه. so في arrangements that are fixed. اوكي، في الحالة دي استخدم ال present continuous اللي هو المضارع المستمر عشان to talk about something that's happened or that will happen in the future. Let's read some examples. What are you doing on a Friday? What are you doing on a Friday? اوكي، ايه اللي انت هتعمله يوم الجمعة؟ سو انا استخدمت are و doing اللي هو المضارع المستمر. اوكي، فقال I'm having a meeting، أو have plus ing. so have والفعل في يعني اللي هو الفعل اللي هو الverb plus ing. so I'm having a meeting with my team all morning. so it's already fixed. يبقى ايه؟ في meeting، يبقى انا خلاص فعلا الميتنج ده ترتب له بالفعل. اوكي، يبقى كده خلاص، يبقى انا كده عندي في arrangements تترتبت. طيب ماريو is meeting me for lunch. ماريو is meeting، اهو استخدمت مضارع مستمر عشان اعبر عن حاجة في المستقبل. so it's already fixed. meeting، يبقى الميتنج خلاص اتظبط ميعاده، اترتب ميعاده. اوكي، طيب I'm not having any meetings with clients. I'm not having any meeting with so it's already fixed. يبقى خلاص انا ظبطت وعرفت انه ما عنديش اي مواعيد مع الكلاينتس بتاعتي ورتبت كده and so on. يبقى في الحالة دي I can use the present continuous tense to talk about something that will happen in the future in case I have fixed arrangements. fixed arrangements، في ترتيبات معينة حصلت. طيب هو أنا ممكن أستخدم إيه تاني عشان في الفيوتشر غير ال present continuous؟ إحنا قلنا ممكن نستخدم will، ممكن نستخدم present continuous، كمان ممكن نستخدم going to. So we also use going to talk about things we intend. نخلي بالنا من الكلمة دي، ها، intend يعني يقصد، يبقى في intention، في نية. okay، to do in the future. again going to talk about things we intend to do in the future. Examples: what are you going to do when the course finishes? Okay, so we are going to start our new company. يبقى أنا عندي am أو is أو are plus going to plus the verb in the infinitive. We are going to start, going to eat, going to go, going to meet, going to travel. Okay, I'm going to travel next month. Okay, so استخدم going to عشان اعبر في المستقبل. عندي it's an intention، في نية، في قصد، انا في نوايا ثابتة او نوايا معمولة. خلاص انا عندي نية ان انا هسافر، في نية في اعتقادي او في عملت يعني عقدت نية معينة. I'm not going to look for a job for a few months. So برضو في هنا it's an intention. يبقى لازم عشان going to يبقى في intention. أما في اللي قبلها اللي كانت present continuous يبقى في arrangements، ترتيبات. Well, forms التكوين بتاعنا we can use the present continuous going to and will to talk about the future. يبقى دي الثلاث حاجات اللي ممكن نستخدمهم عشان نعبر عن the future well و going to و present continuous. وأحيانا طبعا بنستخدم present simple guys بس مش هنتعرض ليه دلوقتي. اوكي البريزنت سامبل هو مع جدول المواعيد بس. اوكي لما اقول مثلا the train leaves at 9 فخلينا بس عشان ما تتلخبطوش دلوقتي. so التكوين بتاعنا عندي اللي هو في present continuous. طبعا انتوا عارفين present continuous اللي هو am او is او are plus الverb plus ing. I'm traveling to New York tomorrow. I'm flying to New York on a Friday. She is flying to New York on a Friday. We are flying to New York on Friday. So or is or are plus the verb like fly plus the ing. This is in the positive sentences. While in the negative sentences guys in negative so بنحط not زي ال present continuous بالظبط. هو present continuous طبعا. Okay I'm not planning any budget cuts this year. She's not planning. We're not planning. They are not planning and so on. طب في الكويستشن نفس القصة اللي أخدناها في present continuous. Am I organizing? Is he organizing the office party? Are we organizing the office party? Are you organizing the office party? And so on. So am or is or are plus the subject plus the verb مضاف له ing. طيب ده بالنسبة لي present continuous. Let's move to going to. Going to برضو am or is or are plus going to okay plus the verb in the infinitive. The verb in the infinitive. أقول مثلا I'm going to travel. I'm going to be here or be there tomorrow. I'm going to go. I'm going to play. I'm going to eat. Okay, and so on. So am or is or are plus going to plus the verb in the infinitive. Well, طيب في النفي I'm not, she's not, we're not. Okay, وبنحط am أو is أو are plus not plus going to بعد كده ال verb in the infinitive. I'm not going to do that tomorrow. She's not going to travel tomorrow. They are not or they aren't going to eat sushi tomorrow. Okay? Questions? Am I, okay, am or is or are plus the subject plus going to plus the verb in the infinitive. Am I going to leave tomorrow? Is he going to leave tomorrow? Are they going to leave tomorrow? Okay. So again, الاستخدامات احنا قلناهم بس هنعيد عليهم تاني. So we use the present continuous to talk about things we have already arranged for the future. I'm meeting Mr. Riggett right next Thursday. We're having a staff party on a Friday evening. Okay, so am or is or are plus the verb plus ing. Am or is or are plus the verb plus ing, the present continuous. Sometimes we can use either the present continuous or going to. أحيانا ممكن نستخدمه بنفس الاستخدام. So we're having a staff party on a Friday evening. We're going to have a staff party on a Friday evening. So the same here we have the present continuous and here we have going to. But going to is more suitable for strong intentions and predictions. As we said, going to, we have intentions, but you know, present continuous, we have arrangements. Okay. I'm going to go to that meeting even if she doesn't want me to. We're certain that the situation is going to get better. Certain يبقى في حاجة عندي predictions نية يعني توقع معين أو intention قصد أو نية. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. Okay إنها يعني هتمطر. Now we have an exercise عشان نتأكد إنكم فهمتوا ولا لأ. So complete these sentences using the present continuous form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, so here we have this exercise يعني على present continuous اللي أنا بستخدمه عشان يعبر عن شيء in the future. بيعبر عن حاجة في المستقبل. في المستقبل مش دلوقتي أنا بستخدم present continuous عشان يعبر عن شيء في المستقبل مش حاجة بتحصل الآن. Okay. So Max to the meeting tomorrow. ده أولا question. يبقى أنا لازم آخد الصيغة بتاعتي question. بقول استخدم come. Max to the meeting tomorrow. هو ماكس هيجي الاجتماع بكرة. So الجملة أصلها المفروض تبقى Max is coming. لما أنا أعمل question بجيب is الأول تبقى is Max coming to the meeting tomorrow? Is Max coming? Well, خلاص يبقى is Max coming? Well, طيب no he's not in the office. He on business all week. He travel. يبقى he. طب he بتاخد أول is ولا are. طبعا هتبقى is. we travel هنحط لها ال ing so he is traveling. He is traveling on business all week. Number 3. He not back until next Monday. ونستخدم come. ده نفي في not. يبقى أقول like isn't. وبستخدم come في ال ing so he isn't coming. He isn't coming back until tomorrow. Okay. يبقى أنا كده بستخدم ال present continuous عشان يعبر عن شيء will happen in the future. Okay guys. Okay. Let's move to the next exercise. Complete this text using the present continuous from the verbs in brackets. برضو حاجة على present continuous اللي أنا بستخدمه عشان يعبر عن شيء في the future. I'm meeting Mr. Yamshiro next week. يبقى I'm meeting. خلاص next week. يبقى أنا بستخدم ان انا عملت arrangement معاه كده ظبطت المواعيد انا هقابله خلاص يبقى انا بستخدم present continuous عشان اعبر عن حاجة ستحدث في المستقبل. He arrived on Tuesday night. يبقى he is arriving. طبعا ممكن اقول he's او he is. He's اختصار ل he is. On Wednesday I take him to the factory. في أنا arrangement إن أنا هاخده للمصنع. So I'm taken or I am taken him to the factory. مصنع. Not see يبقى في نفي. يبقى I am not seeing him on Thursday. Seeing him on Thursday. Well, seeing هنا بمعنى هشوفه هقابله يعني. Okay. But I am like I'm driving him to the airport on Friday. Well, let's move to this exercise. Look at your diary. بص في اليوميات بتاعتك. Talk about 3 or 4 things you are doing next week. شوف الدايرة المذكرة بتاعتك انت شوف هتعمل ايه مثلا. Talk about 3 or 4 things you are doing next week. تحدث عن 3 أو 4 أشياء هتعملهم الأسبوع القادم. مثلا I'm attending a seminar on Friday morning. أنا هحضر سيمينار في يوم الجمعة الصبح. I'm visiting friends at the weekend. وهزور أصحابي في الويكند. Okay. So now you can pause the video. تستخدم ال present continuous عشان تعبر عن حاجة في المستقبل. شوف مثلا يعني تخيل كم جملة كده تقولهم أو تكتبهم كده. مستخدم ال present continuous tense مضارع المستمر عشان تعبر عن حاجة ستحدث في المستقبل. Pause the video and do this exercise, guys. Let's move to the next one. complete these sentences using going to. احنا أخدنا exercise على using the present continuous. Now في this exercise على using going to. أستخدم going to عشان أعبر عن حاجة will happen in the future. The computers are very slow. computers يعني بيكونوا بطاء جدا. What we do about it. يبقى عايز استخدم going to. يبقى عندنا going to بيتكون من ايه؟ بيتكون من am او is او are اللي هو verb to be. بعد كده going to. بعد كده الفعل في المصدر. زي ما اقول I am going to travel. I am going to eat. He is going to travel. So what? وده question. ده question يبقى انا هستخدم الأول يعني am أو is أو are. So عشان في we هناخد are. So what are we going to do؟ هنعمل إيه يعني بصدد ذلك يعني. What are we going to do about it؟ طب ده كان سؤال question. طب هنا عندنا جملة عادية مثبتة منفية سوري. في not يبقى بستخدم am أو is أو are plus not plus going to plus الverb في المصدر. يبقى في we هستخدم am ولا is ولا are. So we are not going to buy. We are not going to buy new computers. I think it's too expensive. غالية جدا. ده الجملة المثبتة بقى يبقى هستخدم am أو is أو are. طبعا مع we هنستخدم are وبعد كده going to. We are going to وبعد كده الفعل في المصدر هو upgrade. We are going to upgrade the software instead. In exercise E, we have a listening audio. So listen to Janine and Patrick talking about their plans for next year. عندنا جانين وباتريك بيتكلموا على خططهم اللي للسنة القادمة. هنسمع لهم ونشوف خططهم للسنة القادمة. Decide whether these sentences about their plans are true or false. وانت قرر بقى الجمل الموجودة دي عندنا اللي هي من 1 to 6 على الخطط بتاعتهم المستقبلية هل هي صح ولا خطأ على حسب ما تسمع في الأوديو. Correct the false ones. سواء صحح الجمل الخاطئة. Listen and do this exercise, please.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 31.
What are you going to do next year, Janine?
I'm going to change my job. That's the big decision. I'm going to look for a part-time job so I have more time for my family. And I'm going to do a course too. I'm not sure what to study, but maybe something in computer graphics.
Computer graphics. I think that's a good area to get into. And what about a summer holiday? Any ideas?
I think we're going to stay at home.
Oh.
I need to save money for my course. We may go camping for a week or two. What about you, Patrick? What are your plans?
Well, I'm not going to change my job, but I am going to move to a new flat.
Move to a new flat?
Yes, I'm fed up with all the commuting. Most days it takes me nearly 2 hours to get to work, so I'm going to move somewhere nearer to work.
Sounds like a good idea. Any other plans?
I need to get fitter, so I'm going to do more sport. And I'm going to sell my car and buy a motorbike. I've always wanted a motorbike.
Okay, I hope you did this. Okay, so I will play the audio again and I will show you the answer.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 31.
What are you going to do next year, Janine?
I'm going to change my job. That's the big decision. I'm going to look for a part-time job so I have more time for my family. And I'm going to do a course too. I'm not sure what to study, but maybe something in computer graphics.
Computer graphics. I think that's a good area to get into. And what about a summer holiday? Any ideas?
I think we're going to stay at home.
Oh.
I need to save money for my course. We may go camping for a week or two. What about you, Patrick? What are your plans?
Well, I'm not going to change my job, but I am going to move to a new flat.
Move to a new flat?
Yes, I'm fed up with all the commuting. Most days it takes me nearly 2 hours to get to work, so I'm going to move somewhere nearer to work.
Sounds like a good idea. Any other plans?
I need to get fitter, so I'm going to do more sport. And I'm going to sell my car and buy a motorbike. I've always wanted a motorbike.
Okay, great. So Jenny is going to change her job. True. She's going to do a course. True. She's going to go abroad for her summer holiday. لا هي قالت لا she will she's going to stay at home. هتقعد في البيت. أما بالنسبة لباتريك is going to change his job. لا he is not going to change his job. مش هيغير الوظيفة بتاعته. He's going to move to a new house. Yeah, he mentioned that. إنه هي move to a new flat or new house. He's going to buy a new car. لا he's going to sell his car. هيبيع السيارة بتاعته ويشتري بدلها إيه موتور بايك. Let's move to the reading passage, the reading section here, communication technology at work. Okay, تكنولوجيا التواصل في العمل. Okay, so ask and answer this question, guys. What mobile phones do you have? What cell phones do you have? You can now pause the video and ask these questions to yourself. What cell phone do you have? How often do you use it each day? بتستعمله قد إيه؟ كم الوقت اللي بتستعمله فيه كل يوم؟ What do you mainly use it for? الاستخدام الرئيسي للتليفون بتاعك فيه إيه بالظبط؟ Do you use the same mobile phone for business and private calls? بتستخدم نفس الموبايل فون أو نفس السيلفون ده للبزنس والبرايفت كولز والمكالمات الخاصة. So you can pause the video and answer these questions, guys. Let's move to the passage itself. I'm a fan of Facebook, but not of video calls. Okay, by Ingrid London. I'm a fan. اللي هو حد زي اللي هو يكونوا مثلا fans لبعض الممثلين نفسه فان بيعجب بشيء معين. I'm a fan of Facebook. مغرم بالفيسبوك لكن but not of video calls لكن مش بالفيديو calls. Okay, so now you can pause the video, guys, and read this passage, because after reading the passage we have some questions related to this passage. So have a look at these questions. Then okay, we have also here back to the passage and read it, then answer these questions. Well, so I'm a fan of Facebook, as we said. So Vittorio Colau, so I will read it with you quickly, guys. So Vittorio Colau, CEO of Vodafone, هو رئيس التنفيذي لفودافون, has 4 phones and never switches them off. هو عنده 4 تليفونات. اوكي، ما بيقفلهمش ابدا. switch off يعني يغلق او يطفئ. He loves Facebook too. أيضا يحب الفيسبوك but only for friends، لكن بس للأصدقاء not for business networking. يعني ما بستخدمش الفيسبوك لتواصل العمل ولكن للأصدقاء. Mobile technology is making a big difference to how people work with smartphones and yes, mobile technology is making a big difference. بيكون بالتكنولوجيا الموبايلات كده بتعمل اختلاف كبير okay to how people work. الناس ازاي تشتغل. With smartphones like the smartphones and the right mobile applications، التطبيقات بتاعت الموبايل companies will be able to organize meetings. ممكن الشركات تنظم meetings اجتماعات and team working anywhere في أي مكان زي ما بنستخدم طبعا حاليا. Mr. Colau says that he always carries 2 or 3 mobile phones with him. دايما ممكن بيكون في ايده كده 3 أو 2 يعني موبايلين أو 3 معاه. Right now I have a BlackBerry. هو بيقول كده right now حاليا I have a BlackBerry مع تليفون BlackBerry iPhone and Samsung اللي هو 360 مع اللي هو BlackBerry وآيفون وسامسونج. He says I use the BlackBerry for business email and to swap SMS messages. Okay، بيستخدم BlackBerry عشان في البيزنس في الإيميلات بتاعت البيزنس we swap messages. swap يعني exchange messages with colleagues مع زمايله. I use the Samsung for social contact والسامسونج للتواصل الاجتماعي and to access Facebook ويدخل منها على الفيسبوك. Mr. Kulau sees differences in the ways other executives use mobile technology. شايف اختلاف في الطرق اللي other executives اللي هم الرؤساء التنفيذيين الآخرين بيستخدموا تكنولوجيا الهاتف. It depends on the culture and age. شايف إنها تختلف على أو بتعتمد على الثقافة وكمان السن العمر. In Southern Europe, every executive carries a mobile and uses it all the time. بيكون معاه just one phone, okay, وبيستخدمه طول الوقت. في الكلام ده في Southern Europe. But in Northern Europeans are more disciplined, like منتظمين وفي نظام, okay. They only use mobiles when they need to. لما يحتاجون بس. He is less enthusiastic about video calling. enthusiastic قلنا متحمس و less enthusiastic هنا أقل تحمس. أنا مش متحمس أوي يعني الفيديو calling. I'm not a fan and I don't know many people of my age who are. مش يعني من فان الفيديو كول وشايف إنه الناس اللي من سنه برضه نفس القصة. I don't want to see people when I talk on the phone. هو مش عايز يشوف الناس لما بيتكلم في التليفون. مش هيحب يعني ما بحبش الفيديو كولينج لكن بحب إنه يتكلم في الفونز. Okay, why? Maybe it's because when I am on the phone, I like to take notes. لما أكون بتكلم في الفون أنا بحب أخد notes. He is more positive about conference calling. لكن هو ممكن بيحب الكونفرنس كولينج. conference calls are useful. شايفها إنها مفيدة. Especially for keeping up to date on projects. لما يكون عايز يشوف التجديدات أو اللي هي إيه آخر التحديثات للبروجكتس المشاريع. He only uses one social network. ده بيستخدم بس واحدة يعني منصة أو يعني موقع اجتماعي واحد اللي هو الفيسبوك. I don't have time to use others. ما عندوش وقت إنه يستخدم مواقع تانية للتواصل. I have 98 friends. 98 صديق there but they are really friends. لكن 98 صديق كلهم فعلا أصدقاء حقيقيين. He uses Facebook to send messages. بيستخدم فيسبوك لإرسال الرسائل and to see what friends are doing. ويشوف أصدقائه بيعملوا إيه. Now move to the questions. Now you can pause the video, guys. Pause the video and answer these questions. Number one, how many mobile phones does Mr. Kulau have? هو قال إنه Yes, he has 4 mobile phones. He usually carries 2 or 3 with him. Okay. So number 2, what does he use these phones for? BlackBerry. هو كان معاه BlackBerry وآيفون وسامسونج, right? So what does he use these phones for? BlackBerry. So BlackBerry, yes, he used for business emails. Uses it for business emails. Swap to exchange SMS messages with colleagues. Samsung for social contact and to access Facebook. Number 3, according to Mr. Kulau, do executives use their mobile more in Northern or Southern Europe? في Northern Europe ولا Southern Europe بيستخدموا أكتر؟ طبعا in Southern Europe عشان هو قال إيه؟ They always carry mobiles with them and use them all the time. Number 4, why doesn't he like video calling? So he doesn't want to see the person he's talking. هو مش عايز يشوف الشخص اللي بيكلمه عشان هو بياخد notes, okay? He likes to take he's talking to. He likes to take notes during phone calls. And number 5, how does he use these communication technologies? الconference calling with Facebook. So in the conference calling, project updates with colleagues. عايز اشوف project updates with colleagues, and Facebook just sending messages to friends and seeing what they are doing. In exercise number D, guys, find words in the article with these meanings. عايز اشوف كده انا عندي كلمة to exchange. Number 2, to get into. Number 3, behaving in a controlled way. Number 4, someone who likes something very much. فأنا عايز أشوف الكلمات دي أجيب المعنى بتاعها من الباراجرافز. أرجع لباراجراف 3 مثلا وأشوف to exchange. أوكي، للقطعة. So في باراجراف 3 to exchange نرجع كده سريعا لباراجراف 3. 1 2 3. Okay, so to exchange here we'll find, yeah, swap SMS, so means to exchange SMS. Okay, so number 1, to exchange, to swap. Number 2, to get into, in paragraph 3 also بمعنى to access Facebook, for example, to get into Facebook. Number 3, behaving in a controlled way. Paragraph number 4, okay, it's disciplined. Someone who is behaving in a controlled way, you are disciplined. Number 4, someone who likes something very much. لما أقول أنا I'm a fan of Facebook، أنا يعني معجب أو دايما بتابع الفيسبوك. Okay, I'm a fan of this man, of this for example actor or something like that. اللي هو أنا شخص بحبه جدا أو معجب بيه. So it's a fan. Here language focus too well. احنا قلنا الكلام ده we يعني explain this. هنراجع عليه تاني. احنا we said that بنستخدم للfuture بنستخدم will، بنستخدم اللي هو present continuous عشان أعبر عن حاجة في الfuture، ويكون عندي arrangements fixed arrangements، واستخدم going to لما يكون عندي intentions أو predictions. طيب will again استخدم امتى will؟ So we use will plus the infinitive to talk about the future events and predictions. Mobile phones will replace desk phones in the next few years. Okay, عندي اللي هي like تنبؤات أو it will rain. أنا متنبئ إنها هتمطر، يعني بتوقع prediction. Okay. Our company will not, they won't survive without investment in new technology. يبقى في عندي يعني like predictions. برضو أنا بستخدمها في الأوفرز والpromises. أوكي، يعني مثلا عايز أقول لك أنت لو نجحت أنا هجيب لك هدية. So I will give you a present. Okay, or a gift. مثلا if you succeed أو كده، لا succeed. Okay، لو أنت نجحت. So بعد في البروميس في الأوفر I can see you're busy. I'll finish the report for you. I will finish. يبقى أنا بديله أوفر. I'll have the document ready this afternoon. Okay, so like a promise. وتستخدم كمان في التهديد threatens. Okay, I'll punish you. Okay. We often use these time expressions to refer to the future. لما يكون عندي الحاجات دي زي tomorrow evening, the day after tomorrow, next Friday, next month, in 2000 for example هو 2015 في 2050 at the end of May اللي هو يكون الجاي مثلا in the end of in the next 2 years السنتين الجايين in 3 years time. يبقى كل الكلمات دي بتعبر على المستقبل. دي keywords، كلمات كده اللي هي بنسميها keywords للمستقبل. أي كلمة بتشوفها من الكلمات دي في الجملة يبقى the sentence in the future. Well, تكوين future بيتكون من will plus المصدر. I will travel, I will eat, I will go and so on. النفي بتاعها will not. I will not eat, I will not go. will not اختصارها won't. WON apostrophe T. الquestion ببدأ will وبعد كده subject وبعد كده المصدر. So will you go? Will you travel? Will you leave? Okay, and so on. تاني الاستخدامات your predictions about things we think are inevitable and will happen without any arrangements. ما عنديش أي ترتيبات. Okay, I think there will be an economic crisis soon. في offers I'll get Mr. Scammets a cup of coffee. أنا هجيب له. Okay, I'll give you a cup of coffee. Offer. في promises I'll give her your regards if I see her. I'll have the report on your desk before Friday. The opposite of will is will not. اللي هي مش opposite هي النيجاتيف، يعني النفي بتاعها بتبقى will not اللي هي want. Don't worry, I won't forget. I won't forget like I will not forget. Complete the sentences below with the future time expressions from the box. Okay, here we have the time expressions like end of. الاكسبريشنز دي كلها الموجودة في البوكس دي بتعبر على المستقبل، يعني لما الاقيها في الجملة اعرف ان الجملة دي فيها مستقبل. اوكي، يبقى لو لقيت الكلمات دي في الجملة وانا عندي الاختيارات ماضي ومستقبل ومضارع، يبقى اخد المستقبل واحطه في الجملة عشان الكلمات دي افتتاحية للمستقبل. So you can pause the video now guys and do this exercise quickly. Well, so sales of luxury cars will double by next year. I'll send you a copy of the report morning. طبعا نقول مثلا ايه tomorrow morning. We'll finish the work before the end of June. I'll be back in the office. Yes, the day after tomorrow. We'll finish the work on the new building next July. In 2 weeks' time, we'll review the budget. We will need to modernize our factory in the next 2 years. Most people will have a fast broadband connection at home in 5 years' time. Let's move to the matching. So match the statements 1 to 5 to the offers. Pause the video guys and please do this exercise. Number 1, I don't have a hard copy of the report. ما عنديش hard copy of the report، يبقى ممكن نقول خلاص نطبع له واحدة. Okay, so I'll print it out for you. ما عنديش hard copy، عندي soft copy فهطبع. I can't find Sarah's address. ما عنديش العنوان بتاع سارة، يبقى I'll email it to you. I think it's time to go home. يبقى مثلا نقول yes, I'll give you a lift to the station. lift يعني ايه؟ يعني يوصلوا بالعربية. Okay, to the station. These boxes are so heavy. These boxes are so heavy. الصلاة دي يعني تقيلة جدا. So I'll carry one for you. Last one, I'm very thirsty. أنا عطشان جدا. So I'll get a drink from the machine. هجيب مشروب. Now we have a listening part. So listen to 4 people making arrangements by phone. Match each call to the correct situation. So listen guys and do this. يعني أنا هسمع وهنشوف كده محادثة نمبر 1 هتكون فين، في A ولا B ولا C ولا D. محادثة نمبر 2 نفس الطريقة and so on. So listen guys.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 32. Call 1.
Hello? Hello, it's Jamie here. We need to meet next week. What's a good day for you?
I can make Wednesday. How about 10 o'clock?
That's okay for me.
Great. See you on Wednesday at 10 o'clock then.
Track 33. Call 2.
Okay, let's meet one day next week. What day is good for you?
I can do Monday or Tuesday afternoon.
Sorry, I can't make Monday or Tuesday. How about later in the week? Is Friday okay?
Yes, I can do Friday morning after 11.
Yes, that's fine for me. Friday at 11:30. See you then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Track 34. Call 3.
Hello, it's Leslie here. Sorry, but I need to change the time of our meeting. I can't make it on Monday now.
Oh, how about Tuesday? At the same time?
Yes, that's fine for me. See you on Tuesday at 10 o'clock?
Track 35. Call 4.
Hello, this is a message for Jean. I'm very sorry I missed our meeting this afternoon. My flight was delayed. I'll call you again later. By the way, it's Dan here from Chicago.
Okay, so we're gonna listen again now, and I'll show you the answers.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 32. Call 1.
Hello?
Hello, it's Jamie here. We need to meet next week. What's a good day for you?
I can make Wednesday. How about 10 o'clock?
That's okay for me.
Great. See you on Wednesday at 10 o'clock then.
So this is number
Track
1, guys.
33. Call 2.
Okay, let's meet one day next week. What day is good for you?
I can do Monday or Tuesday afternoon.
Sorry, I can't make Monday or Tuesday. How about later in the week? Is Friday okay?
Yes, I can do Friday morning after 11.
Yes, that's fine for me. Friday at 11:30. See you then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so this is two alternative day بمعنى يوم آخر، يوم بديل. اوكي، فهي ما كانش المواعيد متظبطة فبيشوفوا يوم بديل. Let's continue.
Bye.
Track 34. Call 3.
Hello, it's Leslie here. Sorry, but I need to change the time of our meeting. I can't make it on Monday now.
Oh, how about Tuesday? At the same time?
Yes, that's fine for me. See you on Tuesday at 10 o'clock?
Track 35. Call 4.
Hello, this is a message for Jean. I'm very sorry I missed our meeting this afternoon. My flight was delayed. I'll call you again later. By the way, it's Dan here from Chicago.
Okay, great. Move to the next slide. So listen again and complete these extracts. We're gonna listen this time and complete the missing parts. Go ahead.
Unit 10. Communication. Track 32. Call 1.
Hello?
Hello, it's Jamie here. We need to meet next week. What's a good day for you?
I can make Wednesday. How about 10 o'clock?
That's okay for me.
Great. See you on Wednesday at 10 o'clock then.
Track 33. Call 2.
Okay, let's meet one day next week. What day is good for you?
I can do Monday or Tuesday afternoon.
Sorry, I can't make Monday or Tuesday. How about later in the week? Is Friday okay?
Yes, I can do Friday morning after 11.
Yes, that's fine for me. Friday at 11:30. See you then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Track 34. Call 3.
Hello, it's Leslie here. Sorry, but I need to change the time of our meeting. I can't make it on Monday now.
Oh. How about Tuesday? At the same time?
Yes, that's fine for me. See you on Tuesday at 10 o'clock?
Track 35. Call 4.
Hello, this is a message for Jean. I'm very sorry I missed our meeting this afternoon. My flight was delayed. I'll call you again later. By the way, it's Dan here from Chicago.
Okay, great. Now I'll show you the answers, guys. Okay, so now you can listen again, okay, and يعني make sure of the answers. تتأكد إنه دي الأنسرز اللي أنت سمعتها وجاوبت عليها. Move to the next one. Okay, here in this slide عندنا اللي هي الفور calls اللي احنا سمعناهم دلوقتي في الأوديو. We have them here in a video, so you can watch the video, guys. I'll skip it so you can watch it at home, guys, and we're gonna move to the next slide. This is the last activity here in our session today. Play clock engineering, and in the case study as usual على شركة اسمها Play Clock engineering. A company has some bad news to communicate. Okay, عندها أخبار سيئة عايزة تتواصل بيه. So background, so please read the background of the company, okay, and then listen to a company director talking to the head of human resources. هتسمع الأوديو this audio, okay. Then in the next slide هتلاقي التاسك اللي احنا المطلوب مننا. So you have to discuss the various ways, الطرق العديدة المختلفة for choosing who will leave the company. الاختيار مين اللي هيسيب الشركة يترك الشركة. What are the advantages and disadvantages of each way? والمميزات والعيوب لكل طريقة. Which way is the best way? أفضل طريقة. Decide on the best way to communicate. قرر إيه أفضل طريقة للتواصل. To communicate your decision to. إنك توصل القرار بتاعك للستاف. إيه أفضل طريقة إنك توصل القرار بتاعك للستاف اللي هم طاقم العمل and the shareholders الناس الملاك أو ملاك الأسهم في الشركة. Say who should communicate your decision. شوف مين اللي هيوصل القرار بتاعك. Okay. Then you can discuss how the company can help the employees who will be leaving Play Clock engineering. إزاي كمان الشركة ممكن تساعد الموظفين اللي هم هيغادروا أو هيسيبوا الشركة دي. Okay, so we reached to the end of the session. I hope you enjoyed the session. And if you have any questions, please prepare your questions and ask me in the live discussion. See you next time, inshallah, on Wednesday. See you and thank you so much for watching and see you. Goodbye.